Overcoming Modern Challenges with Stoic Wisdom. Chapter 1. The Weary Executive. A Life of Quiet Turmoil. The rain streaked the floor-to-ceiling windows of the corner office. Gabriel Ford, a senior executive, sat with his elbows on the desk, his head resting heavily in his hands. The weight of deadlines, corporate pressures, and the never-ending demand for more had hollowed him out. He had everything: the sprawling house, luxury cars, and a position others envied. But the sense of fulfillment he once chased had evaporated. His phone buzzed with unread emails and meeting requests. He glanced at it, feeling a twinge of irritation. When had he last spoken to his son without distraction? As he stared at the storm outside, Gabriel felt a growing urge to escape it all. The modern pursuit of success had left him disconnected from himself. Chapter 2. The Philosopher's Parchment. A Chance Encounter. Seeking refuge from the corporate storm, Gabriel wandered into a tucked-away bookstore during his lunch break. The scent of aged paper filled the narrow aisles. In the back corner, beneath a stack of forgotten tomes, he found it. A faded parchment, yellowed with age. The cover read, "Meditations, Marcus Aurelius." Drawn by a sense of nostalgia, he sat by a small table, unrolling the scroll with reverence. The words struck him with unexpected force. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Gabriel's fingers lingered on the parchment, as if holding a lifeline. He didn't know it then, but this encounter would alter the course of his life. Chapter 3. The Fractured World. Applying Stoic Resilience in Modern Times. The days that followed were different. Gabriel began rising before dawn, sitting quietly with his parchment in hand. He read Aurelius's reflections on the transience of life and Epictetus's lessons on self-discipline. The next time an irate client berated him over the phone, he breathed deeply, channeling the words. Instead of responding with irritation, he remained calm, diffusing the tension with composed reasoning. Gabriel began leaving the office at a reasonable hour. He turned off his phone during dinner, giving his family his full presence. The once elusive moments of joy, his son's laughter, the warmth of his wife's hand, became treasures he noticed again. Chapter 4. The Unexpected Storm. A Test of Stoic Strength. One autumn afternoon, Gabriel received a call from the hospital. His father had suffered a severe stroke. In the sterile, fluorescent-lit room, he sat by his father's bedside, holding his frail hand. The machines beeped with artificial life. Gabriel felt the rising storm of grief and fear in his chest. But he clung to the teachings that had anchored him. Death smiles at us all. All a man can do is smile back. He didn't run from the pain. Instead, he embraced it with grace. He spoke softly to his father, thanking him for every lesson, every moment. When his father passed, Gabriel mourned, but did not break. He walked along the beach the next morning, the storm clouds overhead mirroring his sorrow. Yet, With the parchment in hand, he smiled faintly at the sky, aware of the fleeting yet beautiful nature of life. Chapter 5. The Philosopher's Reflection. Sharing Stoic Lessons with the World. Years later, Gabriel stood on a mountainside overlooking the world below. The sun dipped into the horizon, painting the sky with hues of fire and gold. In his hand, he still carried the ancient parchment, now worn but ever vibrant with wisdom. He had left the corporate world behind. Instead, he wrote and spoke to others about the power of Stoicism. He shared his story with anyone willing to listen. The business executive drowning in deadlines, the young mother overwhelmed by responsibilities, the retiree lost in the past. You cannot control the world, he would tell them, but you can command your response to it. And in that, you are free. As the sun set behind him, Gabriel smiled, not at the success he once chased, but at the simple, steady peace he had found within. Through Gabriel's journey, we see that Stoicism is not just ancient wisdom, it is a blueprint for modern resilience. No matter the storm, the power to remain steady lies within you. Thank you for walking this path with me. If you found solace in this story, share it with others seeking strength. And remember, in the face of chaos, stand unshaken.